Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to the stream. Hello, hello, hello. My name is Victor Moonlit. I have a little outfit I drew last time. I just finished streaming Style Savvy, but I wanted to be on for a bit longer. So a quick extra shorter one. I didn't want it. I didn't want it to end. I didn't want it to end. So I'm like, you know what? Let's keep going. So I'm back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. I have this from last time, which I would like to get more done on. I would like to sort of finish that up as well. I figured today I would like to continue with outfits and all of that. I think it's a really fun thing to something's up with the Slayer. It's okay. I wanted to continue working on outfits. I have one in mind that I said I would do yesterday, and then I did not, and then I'm streaming today to make up for yesterday, but I have way more energy than I thought I would. So let's get this fixed up, figure out what in the world is going on here. Okay. And then I can start a new one beside they're on the same one, so I can kind of like switch back and forth. I figured that's gonna work. That's gonna work. That's gonna work. Hopefully, fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. I've been wanting to kind of push how long I can stream a little bit. So definitely. Actually, I'm gonna finish this one up. Am I gonna finish this one up? Yeah, let's finish this one up, and then I will start a new one. That's the vibe. That's the vibe. That's how it's gonna go. That's how it's gonna go. I am deciding. I'm deciding now. I'm deciding now. But yes, I am finishing this one really quickly. Not gonna take too long, but I figured, finish the one from yesterday. That would definitely be really fun. I've got a new layer on that. But I'll see what the vibe's gonna be. I've been wanting to sort of get used to streaming longer. So because of that, I figured like, oh yeah, like, okay, this is the amount of interesting I can make this game. All right, I've got that down. But I had already reached the limit of what I could make interesting. But at the same time, it was like, oh, I feel like for today, it's a good thing to end this today, but I didn't want to stop streaming in general. So why not? And as well, I feel like I'm still just trying out different genres, trying out different things, seeing what works, what doesn't work, and just trying out everything, basically. I'll be on Saturday, I'll be trying out streaming a rhythm game, which I've never done before. I've never played Muse Dash. I'm very excited for that. I hope that it is fun, but I've kind of been wanting to stream different genres to see how I do with each genre. And that it felt like something fun. It felt like something I would enjoy. So I hope that was enjoyable. If you're here from the last little bit, welcome. I didn't mean to take so long in coming back, but things happen. It is what it is. I had a lot of fun streaming Style Savvy. This outfit is, ta-da, one of my favorite outfits from the game, because I was, very excited for it. When I was thinking of, oh, what game am I gonna play? What's the vibe? What am I going for? I originally thought like, okay, what do I already own, right? Because I'm not at a place yet where I'm gonna be purchasing new games. It's pretty much like I either have it or it's like a free game. Like essentially I'm working with what I've got. And if the choices are ever quite strange, that is why, because I am working with what I have. And also a bunch of things I want to do, a bunch of things I want to stream. I figured as well it would be, I guess, easier to do some than others. So I have a sort of, in my mind, I have a sort of like hierarchy going on of like, this is what I want to do in this order. Like, these are the things I want to wait for later, kind of make sure that I've actually got that XP going before I, start streaming. I want to make sure that I've got the XP going. So, I've been I've been really contemplating, like, okay, what am I going to be streaming in terms of different genres, like RPGs. I'm actually still figuring that out. I have a bunch of options, but I feel like I don't have that many options, but I also have kind of like too many options. And I've yet to decide what I want to do with that, but it's part of the learning experience, I feel, to just kind of throw everything at the wall and see what sticks. That's the way I've been doing things. All right, this looks already so much better with the highlight. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. I'm happy about that. I'm really, really happy about that. Ta-da, ta-da, ta-da. Okay, that's really cute. Yay, yay. But that's been sort of my plan, is just keep doing things, see what sticks. I am happy to have a game that I can sort of classify as, I guess, classify it as something where it's like, okay, I'm done with this, but I'm still gonna continue, like, here's something I can switch to. I am very, very grateful to have that now. I feel like that could be one such thing, because I do a lot of art, and it's very helpful, very useful. Yes. I will be streaming art again tomorrow. This is just a little quick, let's see what will get done in this time. What will not get done in this time, whatever happens. And I just wanted a little bit to be able to chat, to be able to draw, even if it is not the longest thing. I think it is nice. And then, of course, working on transitioning from one thing to the next, I guess, quicker. I did not have this already set up. I was like, oh shit. Like, I want to switch over, but I need to set this up. So I went to set this up, and it worked out. Very happy about that. Other things, I have a Discord server now. I have set it up with I folded under zero pressure, basically. I've been asked, and then since I was asked, I'm like, you know what? Why not? My stance on it from the get-go was like, okay, I'll kind of just, like, I know a lot of people do it, and there's a lot of benefits to it, but I'll sort of just put it together once someone asks. And so when I got asked, it's like, okay, damn, I guess it's time already, damn. So hopefully, fingers crossed, that works out well. I do need to, I found out that my bot command doesn't work, so I will be fixing that up. A little bit sad about that, but when has any setup been perfect, really? I think definitely this can kind of lower the opacity, and wow. Yeah, it looks nice. I think that looks really nice. Okay. Then I get to add everything else. I do actually really like, I really like being able to add blush and things like that. I think it's cute. It adds a lot to it. I feel like my art style goes really cute because I do like really cute, and there's a lot of other things that I like, but also, this is just how it's been. It's how it's been. This is how the development of my style has been. I've been really happy about streaming art so much as well, because I think I've made a lot of improvements. And honestly, that's kind of all I could wish for, is, like, I've got everything I wanted and more with improving a ton. So I think, yeah, I'm happy with that. I've just been really happy about how things have been going so far. It's been an absolute pleasure to be streaming. But yeah, think of this as like, oh hell yeah, I'm gonna start streaming art as a sort of, I guess, a little bit of a keeping up the momentum for myself to get used to it. A lot of things I do, if it's like, yeah, this isn't that popular, this isn't like the best idea of what to stream, it is literally just, I am getting used to things for myself. I am gaining the experience, that knowledge, all of that, basically. I'm gaining all of that and melding it into making things work better yeah, that's I am happy with this. I'm happy with this. I think this turned out really, really cute. So to be able to finally get to the shading is like, yay, yay. I'm so happy about that. I to be honest, I was actually like devastated after yesterday's stream after it didn't go too well. Absolutely devastated. I'm gonna be honest, I did kind of cry about the setup not going well. So it's like, okay, you know, if I'm crying, I kind of have to figure out like, okay, at that point, damn, all right, just do it tomorrow. And it went well. So I'm very, very happy about that. Because whenever things don't go well, it's like, man, that was my chance. That was my chance. Maybe I'm just impatient. I know things go slowly, but also it's also like the more I get done, the more I can do other things. It's like, okay, I wanted to test how well I would do with that. I'm gonna test another genre on Saturday. Next week, I've been 50-50 on whether or not I want to try something or whether or not I want to, I guess, sort of just have what I've already planned for next week. I'll be continuing with Volcano Princess. I just wanted, like, I think it's fair to have 1 week where it's like, okay, yeah, I've been streaming this a lot. I'm gonna put it on hold for 1 week and then I'll be back. I think it's fair to have that. And also, I've kind of been trying to set up like what's interesting, but also like, is this interesting to anyone else? I don't know. Maybe I am just speaking into the void, but even if I am, that's cool. I just hope that people are having a good time on stream. That's all I could really, really, really wish for. This is a mess, kinda. This is absolutely a mess. Let's get this fixed up. Get all the little particles out of there. Shoo, go away, you're not supposed to be here. I will say, I've definitely been, like, improving at it. So, personal growth, I'm really happy, I mean, like, the jobs I've worked, it's kind of like, I feel like I've felt too behind for the first little bit of it, and then I get the hang of it, and then I get really good at it. So that's also my hope. But, I mean, things aren't just gonna, like, I'm hoping that things will go well, but you never know at the end of the day how things are gonna go. So all you can do is just keep trying, keep at it. But that's my sort of thoughts on it. And I guess kind of continuing to stream is also, like, it's been helping me truly. I've said before that this is like the one thing keeping me from being a shut-in, for real. And I'm actually serious about that. This has been really helping. So I love taking the opportunity to continue to stream. I've been thinking about what emotes am I gonna work on tomorrow. I think I'm at the point where it's like, okay, there's enough emote slots to be filled, you know, like I'll do one tomorrow and then I'll figure out something else to be done. I wonder if it would be fun to do things like, what if I worked on an overlay? What if I did some like rigging, some like actual improvements? I think that'd be fun. That would definitely be something to look into. I haven't really thought about it much, so I'll figure that out. I still, technically I said I would get, I would try to look into having a second window open so you can see the progress, see the full thing as I'm doing it. I said I would look into that by Thursday. It is technically, like, I've done art streams before then, but technically not Thursday, so technically, in my eyes, I've done everything. I've done everything I could, so, I'm hoping the audio is still good. I'm like, you can tell I'm like a little anxious about it, but things happen, and the audio is kind of my biggest nightmare in terms of everything. If I still have more energy, honestly, I meant to record some ASMR that I absolutely have not. So if I feel like every time I try to, it's like everything gets loud around my house, and it's like, oh, okay, all right, all right. I tried, and it's frustrating. But you know, I'm definitely frustrated about it. But hopefully today, I still have the energy for it. So I'm hoping I can get that. The next one I wanted was water sounds. I wanted that done. Thankfully, like it takes a while to edit, but technically, if I rush it out, I can get it done within one day after recording. Technically, if I already have the art mostly done, or if I'm just reusing art. So I'm not too worried about that. Not at all. Not at all. Not at all. But hey, yeah, a little late to say it, but welcome in to the stream. Welcome back. Welcome back. I just kind of want to get this done quickly, and then I did say I wanted to work on a little pajama outfit, and I am still like, that would be so fun. That would be so fun. What is the shading gonna look like on here? I think just some rudimentary shading, rudimentary highlights. Get that all started, and then I've been thinking in my head of a sort of pajama outfit. Not like I have a use for it, just like something I was thinking of for fun, because it's fun, it's a fun idea, but I just have an idea in my head. I've not put it out to paper or to screen, I guess it is. If it is digital art, I guess it is to screen, but that's not really a thing in common use. That's not really a thing people say. But I'm excited to get that started as well. I think definitely having a list of things to say. I had it once and it was pretty useful, but then I was a little upset when I didn't get the chance to. So it's a double-edged sword, but a lot of that is a lesson in my own fortitude, I suppose. I don't know. I'm just figuring things out, figuring out how it's gonna go. Right, I did set Saturday's stream to be earlier in the day. I've been up quite late, so I'm hoping that works out fine. Knowing me, it's probably gonna be after an all-nighter. But you know, you're never safe from me. You can never know when I am awake and when I am asleep. There's never a safe time. It cannot be guessed so easily. Okay, I think the heart, I get that in. And I get the little hair, and this is really, yeah, quick. And then I can get started on the pajamas. Yay. I was thinking a lot of, I actually don't know what I'm gonna do for pajama pants. Do I want pants? Do I want shorts? What is the vibe here? So that is for me to figure out, like, as I do it, actually. Because as of right now, I have literally no idea. I know I should have an idea of what I want to get done, but I could not tell you for the life of me which one I'm going to decide. So this is also an exercise in making decisions, which I am notably bad at. Okay. Already looking nice, better than ever. And then I'm going to get the highlights on. Let's get some highlights on this thing. I'm gonna turn the brush size real down, and then I will be able to start the other outfit. Yay. Do I have the tools to do something in any official capacity? No, but if it is ever desired, and I mean ever, if it turns out to be well liked, in the future, potentially I can have that as an option for outfits. I'm not opposed to using my improved skills I've been working on and having a sort of PNG tuber setup as well. I'm not opposed to it. I think it would be quite fun. I think it would be definitely an option if there's any like special outfits or the like that I want to try. It's definitely always an option. It's something I would like to look into. So I am kind of hopeful about that. But okay, that is, it's simpler than it usually is, but I think it works out quite well. I think it looks good. I think it, in my opinion, I hope I hope you like it as well. Okay, there we go, there we go. Little... Oh, right. That is also the hard thing of every time you think like, oh yeah, I've got all the details I've wanted. It's like, nuh-uh, there's more. There's more you want it done. And it's like, oh, okay, all right, let's get this more done before I do it. There we go. Little shading on the bow. A lovely outfit. I think it looks better than when I started. Yay, yay. Let's get that momentum going and let's start a new one. Let's start a new one. I think blue, dark blue for the coloring, the sketch line art. I'll get that all in there. Let me rename this. Let me rename this to Sketch 2, so I know what I'm working with. I need, I did originally save just like the body, so I could have that. And then I proceeded to lose the layer. I have no idea when I like drew over the layer, when I merged it. I don't know what happened there, but you know, it is what it is at the end of the day. Okay, head shape. Yes. Okay. That is not what I want. I'm just gonna get a little bit down, and then once it's all good, I can go back in and fix it. You can really see in real time how bad my consistency gets. But, you know. I am not that great at consistency, but that is also something to learn. Something I've been getting better at. Honestly, God, I did not think I would enjoy art as much until I started doing it like all the time again. And it's like, wow, okay. Wow, I'm having a lot of fun with this. But at the same time, I feel like this is also a lot of like, I feel like I am relearning how it is to be a person. It was in one of my missions I was given before I started streaming, I want to learn how to be my own person. So I think it's been going fairly well in that regard. So I've been happy. I've been happy with how progress has been going in regards to that. I feel like I'm a lot more myself than I was like a month ago when I started streaming. So I'm just happy. I'm just happy for that. But in any case, this is not how the thighs work, like, at all. But this is really the hard part. I feel like I'm getting better at the anatomy, but at the same time, it's like, my nightmare. How do you do it? That is for me to find out. I got a book from the library on clothing folds, and I didn't touch it. I didn't even look at it. Like, it's renewed already. And it's like, okay. That's great. Okay, this is definitely just throw everything together. Get this on. It just needs to be functional. It needs to be functional. It needs to work out. And then I can work out the kinks once I've got the basis down. Just needs to be something. In regards to full body poses, I'm working on it. I feel like every time I go to make a new, like, when I'm doing character design stuff and like outfit design stuff, it's kind of like you have this, or you have like this sort of A posing, Danganronpa A posing. It's how it usually is. That's how it usually goes. Here we go. And then I can, oh god, then I have to actually, my personal nightmare. Let's give this a try and see how this goes. I think I've been getting a little better, but if the hands look bad, you don't have to see it. Yeah, that's not how hands work, but that's honestly better than a lot of my attempts. I'll take it. That's fine. That's fine enough. I will be real with you. This model has hands. This model has a lot. actually stops like mid-leg. The reason why I only show this amount of the model is I feel like I should not be. I feel like it is something I should not admit, but I'm gonna be so real. Let me just see these hands. You see how they're kind of ass. Let me be real with you. I drew my model. I drew it quite a while ago. Is this the right? Oh yeah, that's definitely the right one. I'm like, oops, vanish. This is like, oh, it doesn't even have the hands, but this is like, that's my little secret. That's why I'm only this tall. I still have the watermark, and you're not supposed to crop it out, but who's gonna know? Who's gonna know? So, my hope is someday having more of that available. I mean, I could actually. You know what? Let me express my embarrassment out to the world. So, that's how it is. Let me then go back. Oh, that's why everything's gonna... Look at those hands. Oh, here we go. They're not good. They're really bad. So I think this is an improvement. Why? I'm headless now. Here we go. And then, ta-da, I'm back. I will get this, show on the road. I will get this fixed up, but that's the, super... Oh god. Oops. Okay. That is how you set it up. It doesn't look nice, but... Oh god. Let me actually just get that fixed. Hold on. That is my little behind the scenes look. New and exclusive. Never seen before. Will you see it again? No. This is the most you'll ever see of it, for a while. Here we go. All fixed up. Let's get this working again. That's my little secret. Never seen before. Never to be seen again. Here we go. Yes. Size. Yes. Okay. That's a little sneak peek, a little fun fact, but the hands are janky, but they are better than they were just a little bit ago. This is the arms are too long, but now that I've got the sketch down, I can switch things up. I can fix it up, see what looks good, see what doesn't look as good. You know, I do like being an art streamer. I think it is fun. The whole point of trying a bunch of genres and seeing what sticks is definitely to the point of, it would be nice to also have games where it's like, okay, enough of that, I'm gonna switch to something else, and then you have things to switch to. But a lot of that is figuring out what works, what doesn't work, building up a little repository of games that I can stream. And in itself too, like this is also like building up a repository of art that I can use. I'm very thankful to actually have enough now where I don't feel like I'm always reusing things. None of this is good. Let's, you know what? I'm like, this looks funky. Why is that? Let's make this work. Okay, this is fixable. Everything's fixable. I've got this. Here we go. There we go. Now it's like you never even knew that things were a little fucked up. There we go. Perfect. Amazing. But, I have a bunch of RPGs on the 3DS that I've been thinking of, sort of trying to decide, like, okay, what's the vibe? What am I going with? What do I think would be good? I think I'm more leaning towards a Pokemon game. I think that would be an absolute blast. I think it would be interesting, but at the same time, it's also like, if I fuck up Pokemon, then what else do I have going for me? So I'm a little anxious about it, but probably, honestly, it's probably gonna go Pokemon. What Pokemon I've yet to decide. Definitely a DS one. One that I've either absolutely never touched in my life, or one that I've not touched since I was in elementary school. I've never played Pokemon Black and White, so immediately that's my first thought of it. I could also go Pokemon Heart Gold, because I do own that. I used to have the Pokewalker, and then I lost it when I was a little kid. I lost it. My family was at a vacation. We were at Niagara Falls, and I went there with my Pokewalker with one of my... I think I might have had my starter, and that's why I abandoned my save as a kid. But I didn't go back to check who was missing. And then I come back from Niagara Falls, they're gone. They're absolutely gone. Nowhere to be found. So whatever Pokemon I had in there, I'm sorry, I've lost you. And then, of course, like, the Pokewalker is a very good thing that they implemented, but at the same time, it was a very good thing, but it was also, it was too easy to lose. And especially for something marketed towards kids, like, I understand why they did not bring that back, but it was fun. It was definitely fun when they had it. I wish they had cool little gimmicks like that again. I know there's like physical accessories for like Pokemon Go, but it's Pokemon Go. It's not the same thing, and it's not as integrated as that was. Like, you could play with them like a Tamagotchi. That was so fun. I just miss it. I just miss it. I think Nintendo did really, really good with that one. That was an absolute blast. I do miss my Pokewalker, but it is what it is. Someday, I wish to be able to have another one, but also, you know. I think you can only link one to the game anyway, so, I mean, if I haven't, I think I still would be able to buy another one and link it, because I'd originally played on my DSi, and while I still have that, I'd be playing it on my 3DS, probably. Definitely, I'd be playing it on my 3DS. I still have my childhood DSi. It is covered in stickers, which I can't get off, and there's like sticker residue from trying to remove it. It's kind of a nightmare, but like, it's cute, but like the sticker residue, it's not it. It's not it. It's not it. When I was a kid, I had a DS. I have a brother that had a Nintendo DSi XL, and like, it was like super cool that he got the larger one, whatever. We had one of those flash carts, like the piracy flash carts. We had one of those when I was a kid, and the thing about that is that a lot of them, Nintendo will put out updates to make it not work anymore. So I was absolutely ecstatic. I was literally showing off to my brother, like, oh my god, you updated your console? I did not. Guess who is still able to play whatever game we did not actually own. I actually kind of missed the cart. I don't know where it went. I have no idea where it went, but I wish I still had it. Nowadays, I do know it is a good... nowadays, the main use for it, if you don't have storage in the days of custom firmware, is if you fuck up your 3DS and like, you have to be doing something really stupid to fuck up your 3DS, and that you need to install, and that you actually need to touch your NAND dump. I'm gonna be real with you. Unless the one thing that you can do is you can try to remove custom firmware, but you've already done modifications to the system where it's not gonna work. Like, for example, my 3DS, if I removed custom firmware from my 3DS tomorrow, my 3DS would not work for a lot of things. Like, specifically the keyboard would work because I have a custom keyboard. Because in region locking, because I have a USA region 3DS and I've played Japanese games on it, there have been games which do not let you put in an English name. And those games, well, well, let's just say I would not. My 3DS would be absolutely dead if I did not do any modifications before removing custom firmware, which is such a shame. But honestly, I did look when I was setting up the emulator. I had previously set up one of the Citra forks because I thought, you know, this will be fine, this will be okay. It turns out that is the reason why it wasn't working, because my stream, it kept freezing. I was having audio issues, and I'm like, what's going on here? What is the issue? That was the issue. And I was absolutely, absolutely devastated about that. And then I end up switching to an old copy of Citra, and it works. So it's like, oh, okay. At least I know for next time, but like, damn, I'd really been bummed out about that. I was absolutely devastated. I was not a happy customer. Not at all. Let me take a sip of my water. Okay. I want to get the face done here. I think this is definitely a fun style for the face. I think it's I'm thinking now, it's like sometimes I've never played Roblox, but I know people who have. These screenshots I've seen of Roblox, there's a lot of faces that are kind of like very, very fancy, I guess, to say. I don't want to just do the same expression that I had going for the other one. I want to do something unique. I want to do something new. Let's get the eyes going. Is that gonna be cross-eyed, or is it gonna be a straight expression? Let's find out. I think that's not too bad. Not too bad, not too shabby. Okay. Okay, that's fine. Little angry. What are you mad about? Definitely I feel like I get a lot of energy and then I burn through that energy. And it's something I need to work on to keep that energy going for real. But it's at the point where it's like, I feel like I've stopped being able to justify myself with like, oh, you're new to this. And that's not good, because, like, I still am. Still am new to this. Like, it should still be an excuse to myself, but it's like, I'm really feeling the pressure for myself to make everything go good, and it's like, okay, that's not... What in the world is fucking going on here? Okay, you know what? Fix. Everything can be fixed. Everything can be fixed. This is why digital art is so fun. I think probably I've been thinking of stream ideas for art streams, kind of like, okay, I've kind of maxed out on emotes. I would like to do a hand cam stream. I think that would be really fun. I'm thinking I would like to try watercolors particularly, and see how that goes. So I'll probably have that. I want to get that set up for not this week, but next week, maybe. It's not going to happen next week. The week after next. It might not. Next week I will be going to Miku Expo. I'm very excited. I'm very excited to go. I haven't seen the set list. I'm like crazy excited. I tried selling the tickets, and then they changed the laws right when I was selling the tickets, and it's like, okay, we're just gonna delist all your tickets. And it's like, damn, okay, I guess I kind of have to go, huh? So I wasn't actually intending on going, but you know, it turns out that I am, so I'm super excited for that. I'll be able to play PS3 games starting next week as well. I have some things to drop off with family, and I will be given, I've been told that I am being given a PS3. So I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I'm gonna spend a lot of time kind of ripping all the games I can, and then I'll be able to get that set up, and it will greatly expand what I'm able to play, which is always really good, especially when it's like buying new games to play is not, it's not a thing I can do right now. So having a lot of options is like, yay, oh my god, I'm so happy about that. And that's definitely another option in terms of games I can play, but sort of thinking out loud now, I think definitely Pokemon is gonna be the go, whether or not it's next week or the week after. I want to do it next week, but I'm also like worried about getting I'm worried about like if things don't go well, trying new things, like how that's gonna go. But I think unless I am terribly, terribly exhausted, I think I should put Pokemon on the schedule for next time, and I think it'll be really fun. It'll be a lot of practice for other things. Yeah, that's my goal. That's my goal. That's my goal. My favorite Pokemon games are not the mainline ones actually. My favorite Pokemon games are spin-offs. I like the Mystery Dungeon games. Those are my absolute favorite, and I also like Pokemon Coliseum. I know there's a sequel, Gale of Darkness. I've never played it. I have played some of... When I was a kid, I was very notorious for not finishing anything I started. Which means I have a lot of games where it's like, oh yeah, like I've played like half of this and I absolutely love this game. Never finished it though. So it's fun having the ability to finish things that I've started now. Because I can kind of go like, oh my god, like I used to love this game, but I never finished it. This would be a really interesting thing to play, like I haven't touched it since I was a kid, etc, etc. I think that would also be really fun. I think there's a balance in everything. Okay, that's it's not good. It's not good. I feel like I'm worrying too much on making things perfect when I should just be trying to get the design going. Tomorrow, I've been thinking of emotes I want to do, what's gonna sort of complete the collection. I wanted to do them in a variety of emotions so it can fit a lot of... It can have a lot of use in such a small amount of slots. And definitely... I've been thinking of the emotion I want to portray, and I think it's shock, surprise. That's what I want to do. How am I gonna do that? That's for me to figure out between today and tomorrow. Which is code for I actually have no fucking idea. But I'll see how it goes. I'll see how it goes. That's very okay. Things are... It's a little messy, but I think it's nice. I think it's nice. You know what? This is very like bowl cut-esque, but everything can be fixed later. Let's see. For the pajamas, I wanted the vibe of like oversized shirts. That's really, really, really what I wanted for the top. For the bottom, I'm gonna have to make a choice really, really fast. This is, I have a pajama outfit already, but it's for the visual novel that I've been planning. It's not like an official outfit or anything, it's kind of just, like, it is, but it's just for that. It's not like, there's a lot of things that will be happening in that game that necessitated a sort of like a pajama outfit that is not... It's not the greatest, but it does the trick. It's perfect for the scenario, in my opinion, but I wanted something that can be used as an actual alternate outfit. And there's definitely going to be a lot of thinking about it, a lot of design revisions, but what's stopping me from making the first step right now? I need to design this outfit, and I can come back to it once in a while. I think it would be fun. I think it'd be fun to look on it in the future and see like, okay, what's the vibe we're thinking? What changes are we gonna do? This model was not designed in one revision. There weren't many changes from the original design, but there were definitely quite a few at the same time. It was mostly like, okay, I had already stuck in my head about what I want to be done the first time I did it. And then it's like, okay, this works. I'm gonna go with that. I need to make sure that this definitely reads as oversized. So it's cozy. The reason why I chose the outfit that I did, I wanted something I wanted something that offline I wouldn't really wear. But I wanted something where I would deeply desire to wear it. Sort of like, this fits my vibe, I just do not have the confidence for it. And I thought that would be a really good move. But also, when I first designed my model, my thought is, oh, I want this to be comfortable, because I felt really bad about it. Like, oh, I can't just leave this as is. It's like this is like my pride and joy. Like, I would feel devastated if I didn't have something comfy. And so that's been the reason why. It was literally just me feeling bad about it, I think. Okay, so if the crotch is up here, you know what? Definitely shorts again. This is, I was thinking, what am I doing for this? This is what I'm doing. Because you see, the socks. That's where it's all about. I feel like I tend to, there's a lot of things I tend to overdo in my designs, and long socks, 100%, one of them. But I love the look. When I was a kid, I would put them on a concerning amount of my Sims. And I was like, huh, why is this going on like every single Sim? Anything you want to tell me? There was. But what kind of thing? I'm gonna leave that up to interpretation. But there's a style I really like. And so it's something that I've been keeping doing. This is not the vibe. I think slippers would be fun, but at the same time, I think socks. I'm thinking socks on a hardwood floor that's what I want. That's my vibe. And then for the shorts, this is the fun part. Let me turn this down a little bit. The design I wanted for the shorts, I wanted stars. And I was like super excited about this. Like, in my head, this was gonna be the best thing ever. This is gonna be like star patterned pajama shorts. It was gonna be, oh my god, revolutionary, amazing, incredible, show-stopping. And so is it actually? That's what I'm finding out. But I do love character design. I think it's one of my passions. I love characters. I love character design. I love it a lot. And this is like my joy, my pride, everything. I think, yeah. Okay. Add a little star here for good measure. At least the bottom of it. Okay. That's... Do they kind of look like stars? They kind of don't. Everything can be cleaned up later. I think it's going pretty good right now. If I may say so myself. I think, yeah, I think that's fine. Honestly, even the name, every part of it was stolen from a fictional character, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie, there was a Moonlit before me that I was like, you know what I'm gonna do? Yoink, stolen, and I took that name. Because I thought it sounded cool. And, like, everything kind of fell into place later. Like, okay, this is the basis I have. What can I do with this? And then the stars were just kind of because I can't draw a moon. So I drew stars instead. It was a design out of convenience. That looks good. Oh, I like that. I like that, actually. And I want for the shirt a big star. Here we go. Can I draw a star? No, not really. one of these days I will learn to draw a star, and when I eventually learn how to get it right, I feel like I will be unstoppable. I feel like I'll be at my peak. Nothing can get better than this. There we go. I really like that. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Is there anything else I can add to this design to make it better? I wonder. This is... What would people wear to bed that would actually look good? I feel like on the socks, yeah, it's gonna... Oh, that's gonna look so good. On the socks. Let's go, let's go. I feel like also... I can have fun with this. I can have fun with this. I can make it unique. I can make it something people will remember. That is my hope. I feel like I don't have the most... I don't have a design with the most, like, memory aspect, but I hope it's enough. That's all I could hope for. Oh yeah, that's... Okay. This is my pajama design. I've called it now. Pajama design part 1. I actually... I think it's good. I really like it. I hope it is an enjoyable design for all. Then I got the pupils going here. Okay. It's definitely going good, going strong. I'm happy. I'm really happy. And then I can... Let's make the brush really, really large. Sketch no more. Now it is its own thing. I'm actually kind of like overjoyed about this. Like, oh my god, oh my god. Whoa, whoa. There we go. Okay. I did say this would be fairly short, just like I had the energy, and I was gonna be really sad with myself. I did not keep going. So thanks for coming by. Thank you, thank you. I will be streaming emotes. I will be making an emote with surprise tomorrow at 6 p.m. EDT. It's currently about to be 9, so 3 hours before this. Tomorrow, I will be there. Thank you for coming. I hope you come back. Goodbye, 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 goodbye.